We disagree on a lot of things. We don't have to make that public all the time, but me and him disagree on a lot. Like, for instance, one aspect of like being on this earth is that I want my name to be remembered, whatever that means to someone. I just don't want to be a person that's like forgotten in a way.
Yeah.
I guess I want to live a life that made some sort of imprint.
Okay, we gotta wait for our questions.
You doing the intro?
We doing the intro? Hey.
All right, so go ahead, introduce the show.
I'm letting you get your shot from behind the camera one time.
All right, guys. So we're doing something different for this episode.
Let them know.
So I'm gonna be. I guess I'll join you in the halfway mark. But
Correct.
right now it's just gonna be Anthony and his best friend Kenny.
My brother.
I wanted to highlight older men.
Yeah.
Older men.
Oh, damn, shots fired.
No, I don't mean like that. All right, more mature
Jeez, I don't know
and
how
wise
mature.
men on my platform. So yeah, I just want you guys to get your shit off. We have some good topics today, and take it away, Anthony.
No, you gotta talk into it. All right.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, all right. Damn, it's like right there.
There we go. We ready. So we're gonna do something that Natalie has been loving the past few weeks. So we'll keep it going. But yes, you know, this is your boy Ant Green with my brother Kenny. I mean, we're gonna start off with a 5. That's how we doing it. You know what I'm saying? On smoke style, baby. But we're gonna pick a word out of Natalie's ball here.
We're still gonna keep some themes consistent.
We're gonna keep the theme consistent, and whatever the
I missed the hat, but let's go with the ball.
whatever the word is, that's what
fan.
we're gonna talk about. So here, you get the pick.
Oh, I pick.
Oh man, let's hope this is a.
It's gonna be good.
Oh shit!
I
I'm
really
nervous
want you guys
now.
to like dig deep.
Ugh, go ahead, you read it.
Comparison.
Oh, I like that.
Comparison. Wow. Okay.
Comparison. All right. How can we touch on this word comparison?
All right, you guys want a little background? Because I put that word in the bowl.
Okay.
I was listening to another podcast, and they were saying that when it comes to competition, there's some level of comparison that goes in there. And if you don't want to compare yourself to anyone, then there's no way that you're ever going to compete with someone else either. You guys can just take that for what it is.
Oh.
I'll let you start because you're a coach and you coach sports. And obviously, growing up in Westchester, you have a team like Mount Vernon who's dominated since we were in school, right?
Been beating my ass since I was a kid.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as you've learned your craft, you know, and have gotten teams of great players and just lots of different teams, how hard is it not to look at those type of programs and be like, man, I should be there, or I want to be there. I feel like I'm as good of a coach as their coaches are.
You can't let that stuff creep in your head. I don't try to, in any walk of life, I don't try and think about my competition or compare myself to nobody. Because I got to focus on what I have. Like you brought it to the sport reference in my team. I know what I have. I got to manage what I have. I got to develop what I have. If I'm sitting here worried about what my opponent has, I'm taking the attention away from what I got at my home base. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you got to focus on what you have in front of you and get the best out of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I guess that comes in any walk of life. If I'm with a woman, if I'm with my wife, you know, and I'm worried about her former partner and what positive things he brought to the table, then I feel like I'm taking away from what I could potentially be doing in my home front. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. I was just going to say with comparison, not only that, but even in friendships. I mean, you guys are in a pretty strong male friend group.
Yeah.
But have you experienced competition or comparison?
No. And our friendship, like our friend group, we don't. Like when he's hanging out with one of our other friends, I'm just like, all right, whatever, y'all have fun. It's never like, damn, I can't be there. Like, damn, I hate that these niggas is chilling and I'm not chilling. Or they always chill with each other and I'm never there. We never do that. But comparison is great. And I started doing that a little bit with, I think it's great. It has to be a healthy balance though, because like with photography, I do that a lot because there's always someone better than I am at it. So I look at their stuff for just like a little inspiration or ideas. It gives me some like, yo, like before I did the party for Jose, I was just looking up locally, people who were taking pictures locally. And one of the local photographers, do Sonos, who does like for the reserve group, I think he takes really dope pictures and a lot of good candid pictures. And that's something I enjoy doing. So when I looked at his page and like the pictures that he was taking, I was like, yo, I'm good at doing this. If I didn't take the time to look at it, I would have never took those pictures that night when I was working for Jose. Because I just wasn't even thinking. I was just like, yo, I got to make sure everything's flash. But I was like, yo, I love taking candids of people. And I'm like, yo, he showed me that just by looking at his page, like, yo, you can still do what you like to do. You know what I mean? You can take those candids of people. So like, I wasn't trying to recreate what his work was, but I compared what I was doing or what I had in my mind would make for a great party pictures. And I added my twist to it. Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
I love that point that you made because I took the word and viewed it as myself comparing myself to another person. And in some way I took that as like a negative, like, nah, I ain't comparing myself to nobody.
I mean, it could be.
It could be, but I love the spin that he put it when you can you could compare yourself or you could look at somebody else in the similar craft or in the same craft to better yourself or improve yourself. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Especially when it comes to what we're doing, podcasting.
Correct. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm always getting ideas from other people, but it's like inspiration, comparison for inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm a coach, like he said. I'll watch a game to get something from a coach.
Yeah.
You know, I'll learn from other people. Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't create this game, you know, but
correct.
I ain't create it.
There's no way to reinvent the wheel.
Correct.
Everyone has an idea. It's like, all right, what can I take from this person, make it my own? You don't have to necessarily compare yourself. Can be good, but it can also be unhealthy when you're just like you let it get you down constantly. Like, damn, I'm not good enough. My pictures suck, or like my plays that I'm drawing up are really bad. Like this coach is doing it so much better than I am, and it's like, yo, that's when it gets really bad.
Gotcha.
So that's when I was like,
going back to your question though about the friendship thing. Our circle of friends have been friends for so long, and I just think, I mean, we really there's no egos, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, if we're kicking it, cool. Like, if we all get together, and even if it's been a while, it's just like we riding a bike, you know? There's just no egos.
Do you feel like comparison happens more with women, or no? I
mean, track record says yes.
You know?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you tend to find friend groups, in the female friend groups that like don't last or although I do have to give my wife credit, her friend group,
I was gonna say the same thing. Yo, they have
a rare friend group. My wife and her friends,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. They're like a girl like band. Mm-hmm. You know, they got a name and everything, yo. Yeah. They got a name and everything, but like they've been friends since like grade school.
Yeah.
So that's different, and it's part of why I love like when me and her make sense. You know, I have my friend group and we could get together, you know, and do our thing, and she supports that, vice versa.
Yeah.
But I agree, it's rare. I mean, not rare, but it's less common.
Yeah.
That's just of my experience.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Would
you like to hit a little transition music for us?
Sure. I'm gonna do that.
All right. So I came up with this topic because last week, Kenny was the last. Yeah. School started last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah, last week.
The night before school started, Kenny's hitting me up, sending me pictures, making sure that the outfit he picked out for his son's first day of school was super fresh. He was super hype excited. He was more excited than his son was. He was like, yo, I gotta make sure he looked right for the first day of school, excited. Yo. So what was that like preparing for your child's first day of school? Picking out the outfit, walking him into school, saying goodbye. You know what I'm saying? What was that experience like? Because we have a lot of parents out there, some who haven't experienced that yet, but others who have. See if they can relate.
First and foremost, it's crazy how time flies. And everyone tells you that to cherish moments because time flies as a parent. The fact that he's in school is crazy. And you guys have been around, you know, to see him grow. Mm-hmm. So that in itself is crazy. But yeah, you're not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was more excited than him because he really doesn't understand the concept 100%, although he's all in it. But when I was picking out his clothes the night before and I called you and I was like, yo, what you think about this outfit? It brought me back to that place because, like, you know, we old enough to remember like what it was to have that first day of school fit.
Word.
You know,
was it
and
surreal for you as a dad? Like surreal, like oh shit.
It brought me back to my childhood. I was like, yo, I got that energy. Mm-hmm. I got like that energy. Like, yo, I'm picking my kid's outfit out. That to me was crazy, and actually the act of taking him to school.
Word.
Yeah, for real.
Literally hit me the pictures and everything. growing up, there was 2 days that you had to be super fly for. First day of school and Easter. Those 2 days was crazy.
I wasn't expecting Easter.
First day of school and Easter, you had to be super fly. You say if your moms took you out to get like multiple like outfits and sneakers and stuff, you get the one that's like, you know what? Like it's the newest Jordans, those is going on the first day. Like it no matter what. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The flyest shirt, everything.
For whatever reason, that's how it was back in the day. High school was a little bit about like...
it was fashion show.
It was jokes in high school too. So if you didn't come correct in some capacity, you didn't have to be like the flyest person out. But
you know what I noticed now too though? Like the kids now, like the high schoolers now, they're wearing designer shit. Like Gucci, Louis. Like it's even more... Like bitches getting their lashes done and they're 14. Like we weren't like that.
Wasn't like the past right before like now that's a couple years, but like right before that, weren't everyone just wearing like fucking Uggs and like slides and like leggings? Like that was it all day long. Now these lashes and fingernails is like over here.
They're going in now. I would not be able to compete with those. Compete in comparison, but I would not be able to. I wouldn't stand a chance.
The crazy shit is
my mother wasn't buying me that. It was Payless.
Oh no!
It's not no fucking.
When we was coming up, it was like that, we were if you came to school with some like, if you wore the same like pants twice in a week,
they was watching.
It was crazy.
I remember like, Tonics. Oh my god.
You remember? This is how wild it was. Niggas would literally take a pen and write it on your pants or some shit, and be like, this nigga still got them pen more. He ain't washed his pants. It was wild. Yeah. It was such to be wild.
It was such a dog-eat-dog situation.
Oh, man. Like, motherfuckers got tough and got fashionable because of, like, the abuse we was getting. It was rough out there. Even with your best friends, like, we bully the shit out of each other about that type of stuff.
You had to have thick skin, man. Growing up, we clown each other.
So, back to, what was it like the morning you woke up and started getting him ready, like, getting him dressed? Like, what was your excitement? What was his excitement?
He's 3.5. He, like, almost 4, so, like, you don't know how he was gonna react. Like we didn't know. And I took off so I could take him to school because I really wanted to be a part of that moment. But to my surprise, like, he woke up and he was super hyped, jumping on the bed. When are we going to school? Like this and that. He had his breakfast. I got him dressed. Dude was skipping the whole way to school. Met his teacher and the whole nine. And it was just like, a surreal moment. I couldn't believe I was doing that. I couldn't believe I was at this place in life with him. You know what I mean? And just being there and seeing him socialize with his classmates and all of that, it was just a beautiful moment. It was honestly one of my favorite moments as a parent.
Did you cry?
No. No.
My mother would have been like...
I had to stay strong for him.
He didn't cry, right?
Nah, but I know him. And he's my shadow.
Yeah.
And I'm joking. I wasn't about to cry, but if I showed any sort of like emotion or too much emotion towards him, when I left, it could have been an issue. Yeah. But when I left, I'll be honest, to my surprise, I thought it could have went either way. When I left, he was like, "Bye, Dad. See you later."
Oh, he was excited.
Super hype.
Yeah, that was like me on my first day.
Yeah,
I was chilling. I was hyped. My mother was one who didn't want to leave.
He was not excited on that one.
That's cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
So since then, he's been going to school for the past week. Has it been like as good as you thought it would be? Like, he still has the same enthusiasm. He's still excited every day.
Yes, and I'll say this because I've obviously been going back to work now and I haven't been able to drop him off. And, it's hard. Like, we all got to work. But the beauty of it is that now when I come home, it's right to let's break down how your day was. And you could just tell, kids at that age, man, they're so receptive, sponges, they take in everything. This dude's just in the best way that he can. He's just breaking down his day to me. My teacher taught me about the clock today. Aww. Or I learned about the calendar today, and last night he had me dying. Because I guess the teacher had to use like whatever method she was using to keep like the management of the classroom. It was fucking pre-K. So like she's using whatever methods. And last night I was talking and he was watching TV and he was like, "Dad, it's quiet time." Like I'm like, where the fuck did you get that from? You know what I'm saying? Like, so he just picking shit up. He picking shit up and I love it because he's a smart kid, Yeah. I felt like I did feel like after I dropped him off and I saw his mannerisms in comparison to other kids, I hate to judge, but I was like, damn, like we're doing a good job.
That's why talk your shit.
Yeah, word. I was like,
hey, before we leave this, it's something that you told me that I'm gonna share that you felt you had a very proud dad moment.
What's that?
When the teacher was reading the book of the animals.
Yes. My wife is the one that is amazing with this. I'm more like fun dad. We do all the activities and all that stuff. More so the physical side of it naturally. You know, my wife's the reader and stuff, and she's got him from early on. Even his little sister, they're both book readers. Mm-hmm. They'll bring me books and ask me to read, and a lot of their books are specific to like dinosaurs, animals, just things that kids will love. And first day of class, his teacher decided to read them a book on animals. I don't know the name of the book or anything like that, but I know it was related to animals. And him and this one other young girl, him and this one little girl in the class were like the two ones like spearheading, like, oh, that's a rhinoceros, or like that's a giraffe, elephant. And I'm like, yo, like he's taking in what we was giving him at home, and like, people say all the time, like, oh, I want to take my kid to a private school, or like, I want to move out of the city for better schools and shit. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Like, I don't care where you are. Like, our school wasn't great, but we had good fucking households. Like, or people in our household that had their heads on the right way and was just giving us good feedback from home. Yeah. It's not about where your kid goes to school, in my opinion. It's part of it, but I think a bigger part of it is what you're getting at home. I just think we're trying our best, and I think we're doing all right.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
I do have a question. Sorry.
Ask.
All right.
Don't apologize.
I like to get deep about things.
Okay.
All right. The things that people get from home, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything, and I know like we love our parents.
Yeah.
But is there anything about how you were raised that you're conscious of maybe not putting, or maybe it affected you, and you're conscious of not putting it onto your children? Like whatever issues or traumas that you have, that you're like a little more careful, like, all right, I'm going to do things a little bit differently in this area. And what is that, if you have that?
In the immediate, there's two things that stand out. Number one, I am notoriously impatient. I hate waiting in lines for anything. Anything.
It's true.
I'm just like,
too.
I'm just impatient. I'm notoriously impatient. So I find myself, especially like if he's in the vehicle with me, I handle traffic very differently. My father's a driver. I saw how he handles situations before, and it's just like, you learn from that.
Yeah.
You learn from that. Whether he knew I was paying attention or not, I learned from that. So that's a big one that stands out. Second one is my vocabulary at home. You know me as good as anybody, maybe better than anybody in this world. But
okay, what's up? Like, damn, like, bruh.
In a professional setting, I know how to switch it off, like, and I could control. But when I'm home,
you comfy.
I'm comfy. I'm home and I'm comfy. And sometimes he's a bystander, especially if I'm watching a game or something. It's like, you gonna hear everything. So I've been very conscious about my patience or impatience, and how I handle stressful situations. But secondly, 100%, because he's a sponge. Yeah. And now his sister literally mimics anything that he says. So it's just a chain reaction. I really got to be cognizant of how I speak. That's important.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nobody want to be the dad or the parent whose teacher saying like, hey, your kid dropped the F-bomb today. Like, you won't be that guy.
It's a reflection of you.
Of course.
It's not them.
It's like, shit.
Nobody's going to look at the kid no type of way.
You don't know what it means.
Exactly.
You don't know what it means. Or they do.
Some do.
Or they do.
Some do.
Sometimes he'll say something that's inappropriate. Sorry. And he'll give you a look like, did I just do something bad? I'm get out of here,
So let's switch. It's still about the kids though, because yes, you mentioned you have a daughter as well.
Yeah.
Or a younger one. So you have two kids, son and a daughter.
Yeah.
So when watching your kids or just home interacting and one of your kids does something wrong, do you ever think like, yo, you your mama's kid? Like,
oh my God.
Like, how often does that pop in your head? Like, yo, this ain't my kid. This is your, like, you or your mama.
Yeah, that's so messed up. But number one, I'm gonna call you out. You don't watch your kids.
Huh?
You don't watch your kids. Like, you don't babysit your kids. You hang out with your kids.
I'm just saying, you watch them. They're there. You gotta make sure they ain't putting shit in the fucking outlets.
Honestly, that's a big difference. Because me, I'm gonna say watch. I watch kids.
You watching them
I
little
don't
fuckers.
hang out with kids. I'm like the worst babysitter.
You watching out so they don't do no crazy shit. They ain't jumping off the couch.
That's two non-parents though.
Yeah, true. I'm watching.
We hanging out.
I'm spending time with my kids. I'm not watching them. I ain't no damn
I
babysitter.
will say Kenny is a very active father.
Yes, I'm messing with you though. But
No, but I'm just saying you observe. I mean, watching their behavior and shit like that's what I mean, like just observing them what they're doing. Do you ever think to yourself, nah, you're your mama's kid?
Yo, that's funny because like,
and she's watching.
I know she is, and she gonna definitely listen to this episode. But there's multiple times when the kids do some shit, and I'm like, you definitely your mother's kid. And sometimes she'll hear me and be like, fuck you, like. You know what I mean? So my sister-in-law has this hilarious story about my wife, right? Okay. And my sister-in-law is a fan too. Shout out to Issa, I love you. But my sister-in-law, she always tells me this story about my wife.
Bro, Issa aging in reverse. Issa looking mad young now.
I plead the fifth. I ain't gonna co-sign that. She does look great though.
No, she looks great.
I'm
gonna give her
some but the story goes, I mean, Issa's a little bit older than your, so she always walked into school, and on their way to school, there was this crack in the cement that for some reason my wife tripped over every single day. It's like she didn't know it was coming. Like, and as knowing her for this many years and being married to her for this long, I just know that sometimes, you know, like, she just be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shit like that. So, like, Caleb trips and falls or something like that. Or my daughter, like, you know, she wobbly. So, like, she'll bump into the couch or something like that. I'm like, oh, you definitely your mother's child or something like that. So, yeah, like, I do find myself saying that in most settings, it's like I'm clowning. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious. All right, I just had to get that. I wanted to know. I was curious. I figured.
No, that's funny you asked.
I know parents be thinking that shit all the fucking time. Like, yo,
it goes both ways.
That you don't, because my mom used to say that shit to me all the time when I was growing up. Like, nah, stop standing like that. You remind me of your dad or some shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I don't even see this dude. How the hell? Like, yo, you don't say that. He say shit like that. I'm like, god damn.
Yo, parents. She view you and him. That's not good.
Word, like, it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna segue to Off for the Children. Oh shit, we got some music going. All right, so this is something that we both agree on because we've been on multiple guys' trips. When planning a guy's trip, how many people are too many fucking people? Like, too many people to go on the trip with, too many people planning shit and want to be involved in shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's too many guys to go on a vacation with?
How many people can fit in a cab?
Oh, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, if you gotta take 2 cabs, you probably got too many goddamn people.
Yo.
Okay.
Think about it.
Because say if it's Friday night, we want to go get some dinner. You're going to have like half dudes want to go get steak. Other dudes want to go get seafood. And it's like, yo, like, niggas ain't trying to come to an agreement. Then
also, let's call it what it is. It's a little bit more difficult when a group of dudes becomes if it's a bigger group, to finagle like things like getting to certain spots and things like that. People, promoters, bouncers, etc., look at a group of dudes and it's like that's cash.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever. If we on vacation, we gotta pay what we gotta pay. But it just does become more complicated when you're looking to move in a certain type of way. You're on vacation. You want to have fun. Yeah. You know, I might try to do a table at 8.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. It just becomes more complicated because, like, the worst is when you got, say, like 2 friend groups meshing at this vacation together. Like, y'all never really hung out beforehand. But say, yo, got me and my friend, a couple of my friends. But we have a friend over here, and he has his own separate friend group, and it's like we're all trying to get to know each other as friends, like on this big ass, and it's like, bruh. It's like, yo, you know what? We're just gonna do our own thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think 4 should be the limit. Anything more than 4 is too much.
6 is too much?
Fuck yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's too much.
6 don't fit in a cab,
well,
right?
especially post-COVID. Post-COVID, you can't get more than 4 people in the cabs. That's my limit. Let's go.
Like, 3, like if you got like, it's me, Kenny, we got another friend, us 3 is great when we travel all the time. So one other person with us is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because us 3 know how to operate. A lot of things people don't have is, let's say like dinner etiquette, going out to dinner etiquette. when the bill comes, do not be fucking micro.
I just had the salad and the water. Like, that's annoying.
I don't associate with nobody
so
like that. I can't do
start
that.
doing that, yo. The bill comes, it's $300. Who cares how it? It's $100 each.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like grown ass. Like
that's just
grown folk shit.
Certain etiquette that you should have when going out. You know what I mean?
Or just the people who complain about every little thing y'all want to do. Like, yo, be flexible.
Correct.
Just have the time.
And I know you're gonna be able to appreciate this. Go with someone that drinks the same things you drink. We getting a bottle of whiskey. You drink tequila, you on your fucking own. We don't give a fuck.
You're on an island by yourself.
I don't care what you're talking about. You want to go in this club and get bottles of, you paying for that tequila by yourself. We drinking whiskey.
Like-minded.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, get with some like people that are like-minded. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the guy or the person coming with you that's, yo, it's 10 p.m. You know what? I want to go home. I gotta take a nap.
You're a grown ass man. Take a cab.
Bye. Mm-hmm. We will leave you quick.
Yeah.
So we saying 4 is the good.
I'm saying 4. I mean,
4 is
older now,
4
bro.
is 4 is like that.
Less is more.
Less is more.
I ain't trying to deal with all that shit. Every trip doesn't have to be some bachelor party like event.
Correct. I agree.
You know, move different. Like, we're older.
Facts.
You know, dinner, hang out, have some drinks. Like, it ain't gotta be that complicated. Yeah. Shit, preferably spend the day on the beach. I'm chilling. Go catch a game.
Yeah.
It's simple. Simple sometimes goes a long way.
Keep it simple. All right, so this is okay. We can pause here.
I had a question for that though. Okay. All right. So my question was, hold on, let me sit down. How much? All right. When you guys are on vacation, do you feel the pressure that you need to have something scheduled every single day on vacation, or are you one of those people that like you're fine with just staying in the hotel room, not doing shit?
Whoa!
Why are you laughing?
Because all right, so. Go ahead. All right. Well, I'm not gonna...
Let me just say, because I've learned as I have vacations more and more, I'm totally fine with being in the room watching TV. Like, I don't want to do shit. Nothing. Or maybe the beach and pool, but that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm great with that. I love that right there.
Yeah. It's a fucking vacation. I want to relax.
But it depends. Because, so when I can plan shit. I don't mind planning shit. But when we go away on vacation... Kenny loves to plan every fucking thing. Like, I mean, down to the second. He likes to plan everything. Bro,
you do an itinerary.
A whole itinerary.
Yeah, I love it.
But I can't let... I
like maximizing.
Yes, but I won't... But I'm not going to just let him get clown for that because I do a clothing itinerary.
Yes, you do, which is weird.
I plan every outfit for every day, no matter what. And I write this shit.
But like, how do you know that you're gonna be in the mood to wear that?
Because I know what I look good in, and I know it's gonna look good, and I know where we're going based on the itinerary.
Mostly because I give him an itinerary, so he knows what we're doing that night.
But no, even like when I don't go on vacation, I plan shit on my own too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, no, Friday night, this is a Friday night outfit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, we going to a dinner, do something Saturday. Or I'm going to the beach, I gotta wear this. Yeah. Cool. And it's like, I know like what type of shit to wear, like, you know what type of time it is. Yeah. It just helps. With the itinerary, sometimes Kenny turns into like this non-flexible pause like person where it's like, yo, nah, we don't want to do that. Let's do this instead. And he's just like, he be getting tight. When you question the itinerary, yo, don't question the itinerary, bro. Yo. Like, he be like, yo, I asked y'all what y'all wanted to do. Yeah, ain't give me no feedback, and now look. So we're
Where does that come from, Kenny?
We're planning to go away. We're planning to go away next August.
Okay.
For a few days.
Okay.
And he already was hitting me up yesterday about like ATV riding and shit, and he already trying to book that shit. He probably booked it today.
Probably.
He said he was gonna book it, and we're going away in August. And he's like,
wait, hold on. Where does that come from? Your need to like have everything planned. Do you not like spontaneity?
No, I do. That's the weird thing.
He does.
Okay.
That's the weird thing. I have no issue with us being on vacation and having the most random fucking day ever. I remember when we went to LA and I got drunk like 3 different times in one day because we just veered off into like randomness.
Yeah.
We ended up at some bonfire at the beach, like some random like some random brewery in Venice, like. I have no problem with spontaneity. Like, I love it, actually. Sometimes I love blindly going into something. But, I don't know. I've always been a structured guy.
A game plan. Itinerary just does this. It's not like, when we get there, if there's something better, we'll do that.
Yeah.
it just gives us like more like, so we're not just standing around like, oh, what are we gonna do today? And we're not thinking. So if we don't find something better to do while we're there, we have like this fallback. Like this to fall back on, dinner today, 10 o'clock at whatever, Ruth Chris. That's what we know we're doing for dinner. Now, if we're out and we're meeting some people and they're like, yo, nah, that place isn't that good. You should go to this place. You know what? All right, fuck it. We'll go here instead. Like, we'll do stuff like that just based off of like the vibe and everything. But the itinerary just gives us something like, you know what? If all else fails, we don't find nothing better to do. We know we just can do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just give us a sense. So we're not there. Because what happens when you go on a vacation with too many people? Yo, what do you want to do tonight? Oh, I want, you know, that's when you start getting like people start bickering and debating and like, nah, we already know you had to account for this $200 dinner tonight. Oh, and I'm trying to spend $20 tonight.
But that goes back to the point of me being impatient. Like, I don't want to go somewhere. I don't want to get to freaking, I don't know, Dallas. You know, I want to get to Dallas and we land and it's like, all right, where are we going for dinner?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I made a reservation. Let's go get something to eat. And then we move from there.
Yeah.
As opposed to sitting around trying to like playing with our thumbs, trying to figure something out. It's like, nah, let's move, bro.
Yeah.
We out here for a weekend. Move.
Yeah. Because I've definitely been away with people and it's like, yo, or I plan the whole damn thing and it's like, yo, y'all didn't even think of one thing? Like, it's like, it's like, come on, like, bruh.
Most of them not trying to go somewhere I ain't never been before. And do the same shit I could do at home.
Or ended up at freaking McDonald's with some crazy shit. I'm like, yo, I'm good. I'm
Uber Eats and y'all just stay in the fucking room and shit. Like, what?
I don't know, like,
all right, we're gonna switch.
Yeah.
This is a topic that I hope there's other guys out there that can relate to this topic.
Oh shit.
Drum roll.
Because we definitely can. And it's something that we've been doing since we were young, very young, which is probably not the wisest thing to talk about. But
now you're scaring me.
When we were young. Even now, still, when we just see random women, we associate them with porn stars.
Oh shit!
Yo, no, like,
is he gonna get in trouble for this topic?
No, we just see like random women, and it's like, yo, she looked like a young Alexis Texas.
Yo, you love that girl. You bring her up all the fucking time.
That's his favorite.
That's my favorite. That's my OG.
Yo, peace to the gods and the Bella Anderson though.
You know,
Bella Anderson. We're not gonna do this right now.
Yo, but that's what. Yo, we'll be out somewhere and it's like, yo, where Isla Fox is in here.
How much porn do y'all watch?
Watch like what? Per day? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, wow.
Nah, but this motherfucker would be like, yo, I met this chick. And I'm like, what she look like? And he may tell me what she looks like, or he may just drop a porn star.
But it's true. Like, you guys have to watch a lot of porn to be able to make those comparisons, if you think about it. Because y'all just know it off top. Like,
I've been watching pornography since I was in elementary school. I've seen it since elementary school.
Okay.
like when I was like 5, 6, around there, which is crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
But, I mean, I was exposed to it at an early age too. My father had the illegal box.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We had that too.
He a driver. He used to buy all type of shit.
How many porn stars do you guys think you guys actually like know? Or not know personally, obviously. Oh my God.
Or you like just pull up Pornhub and
like, do you feel like you are familiar with, like, how many do you know about?
A lot.
More than 20?
Yes.
More
like
than 50?
Names?
Yeah, like, because if he's able to just drop a name and you be like, oh, yeah, I know. She does look like her. You got to be familiar with a good amount.
Yes, we are. Yeah. We're familiar with a lot of porn.
Give me a ballpark.
I don't know. It's more than 20.
More than 50?
I would say like in the hundreds.
I don't know. I've never really applied a number to it.
From when I was young, though. So a lot of these are retired, though.
Hundreds?
Like,
you remember their names?
You got like Janet Jackme. You got Cherokee. You don't remember Janet Jackme? That's what I'm saying.
It's just a funny ass name. That
was the one that looked like Little Kim. Listen,
I don't even remember what she looks like, to be honest.
Janet Jackme.
Yo, I'm telling you, there's so many.
But I mean, we was exposed to that shit as kids. So it just became a thing where it was like...
And it's funny because you got... in porn... Yo, it's so crazy talking about this. But in porn, you'll have a porn star who has like a hot run. Like, I think... we talked about Mia Khalifa one time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mia Khalifa had like a 6-month window where she just was like kicking to work. Like, she just went in like for like 6 months. And then just went straight to the top. But then just gone. But that's how it happens. Like, it's like a flash in the pan with a lot of chicks. And they just go away. So that's why it's like, yeah, know about them because they rose to the top so quick and then they just went away kind of thing. So, but it's just something we just always do.
Fucked up industry though, because like I'm just looking from a female's perspective. Like, what's like the lifespan of a freaking porn star?
Yo, I mean,
like, there's so many women that probably get into it every month of every year.
Is there a porn star out now that's been out for like more than 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they get thrown into like a whole nother category.
So they can start off in teen and then up in MILF.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
there's a popular one like that though, is what I'm saying.
But for every popular one, I feel like there has to be hundreds that just fell through the cracks.
Correct. Yeah.
And once you commit to that, like, some may find other avenues in life. But for the most part, where are you going from that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why that just...
Some know, but you got like Amelia Khalifa. She was doing... I know she was doing podcasts with Gilbert Arenas.
Shut the fuck up.
She was.
Agent Zero out here with...
Yeah, she was. She was working with him on something. Then you had Lisa Ann, who was doing like sports.
Yeah, but again, that's like...
Alexis Texas has her own regular podcast.
That's like...
But I'm talking about...
few and far in between.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there is some out there that can transition, you know what I'm saying, and do some things. Then, your boy Brian Pumper making the YouTube videos back in the day. Bro. All right, let's get over the subject. But,
yeah. I don't know any of these people.
That was...
that was such a saint.
But
I don't like porn.
It's just something that, like, as a guy group, we just associate women with porn. It's fucked up, but hey, we're honest.
Like I said, a lot of times, like, yo, you met somebody, like, yo, what she look like? She looks like so-and-so. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
That's all it is.
Makes sense.
All right, the next topic before I hand over the reins to Natalie is, this is something that we do all the time, but we'll be in the group chat, and like, say if we're having an argument in a group chat about something, but then we're texting each other like regular, like, yo, what's going on with Caleb? Like the kid. It'll be like some regular shit so we're arguing in one chat, the group chat with each other, like, fuck you, you dumbass. And the other chat is just like, yo, you coming over tomorrow to play with the kids? Or like, you know, it's just like crazy. Like
the individual chat.
The individual, like, it's like, is that something only men can do? Can women do something like this?
The group chat's a dangerous place.
Women can do that in a relationship. We don't do that with each other. I've had like arguments with my significant other through DMs over something. It'll be petty, but it's like we're arguing and then we're texting about our day and what we have for lunch. But I don't have arguments with my girlfriends, and I mean, I'm not in a group chat either, though. I don't like group chats, so I'm probably the wrong girl to ask.
Yeah, but it's obviously a popular thing being in a group chat.
Yeah, I'm not really in no group chat.
Ours, first off, let me just say that ours can go in so many different directions. Mm-hmm. Let's just call that. And every day, like if I'm at work and I detach for a couple hours, I may have missed a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's like, shit, I ain't catching up. Like, it's just how it is. We could touch on a lot of shit.
First of all, he don't even be reading the fucking messages at the time.
No. When I get busy with an appointment and I come back and him and another, I'm not gonna say his name.
I love you.
Are having a discussion, an argument.
Which may
bro, that shit gets over 100 messages, and I'm like, yo, are you fucking serious? And I gotta figure out like what did this person say to annoy him? And
he's the one who instigates it.
The other one.
Okay.
A lot of the time.
It's not Kenny. But Kenny, you feed into the bait.
He does. He feeds right into it.
You feed into it.
Okay, I can't let you live, yo.
Right into it.
I can't let you live.
I'm like, yo, why are you going back with this? It didn't make no sense.
I can't let you live, yo.
Like,
some things I can let by. Some things I can let go, but others I can't. But back to your point, it's crazy. He ain't lying. Like, yo, we could be like me and him, for instance, within that group chat, right? We could be talking about some shit and completely disagree, right? And we're just going back and forth, like his point, my point, and most of the time between us is healthy, but we're just going back and forth. And everybody's saying their piece regarding whatever the topic may be. And I'll text someone aside and be like, yo, what's good? You trying to do something later? Mm-hmm. And that's like, it's like as casual as all hell. Like whatever's going on within the chat is 1,000% just that. It's within that circle. Chat
stays in the chat.
Correct.
And that's it.
Correct. Yeah. Like everything outside of that, it's like whatever. Like I could even argue I could argue and it's like, yo, call me like minutes later and it's like, yo, what you doing? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm about to come through. Like, you know what I mean?
That shit don't mean nothing. Like, it's whatever.
It's just for me, it's just like a forum to just talk about shit. It's almost therapeutic. Mm-hmm. It's almost therapeutic.
Yeah.
Mental institution, the way it gets, you know, motherfucker. But yeah, so
Wait, no, there was one more topic. I wanted you to, not the other one.
You want to come on? I want you to get in here.
But with that one?
Oh.
All right, fuck it.
No, yeah, you can get in with that one. Or you wanted me to talk to you?
Yeah, you do that. It's funny.
Why does Kenny hate vegans and feminists?
Yeah, what's up?
Shit.
I want you to do
chill
it.
with the feminists. Nah, no. Okay. I'll talk about that shit.
Talk. This is a safe space.
All right, cool. Which one first? Vegans?
Yes.
Fucking hate vegans. Hate's a strong word.
Yeah,
Dislike. I dislike vegans. I just don't get it. It makes no sense to me. By nature, like, we should eat meat, pause.
Yeah, you're not gonna tell me that a mushroom can be in a burger. Like, that's a mushroom burger?
That's the thing that bothers me most, right?
Like,
there's
cauliflower wings?
They be like, yeah, vegan fried chicken. I'm like, it's a fucking bell pepper or some shit. What are you talking about? Like, no.
Yo, it blows my mind. Like, yo, bro. So number one, there's two major things. Number one, you don't like eating fucking meat, but you're gonna get an Impossible Burger. Why do you want to get something that looks like a fucking burger if you don't like burgers?
Right, just eat your broccoli and shut the fuck up.
Go have a fucking a seasonal squash. I don't know. Like why do you want to eat something that mimics something that you hate or don't want to eat?
Yeah,
right.
A cauliflower steak. Right. Nah, bro. Like, go get a steak.
Or they do the jackfruit pulled pork.
Can't do it.
Like, you're not about to tell me that that's gonna be the pernil now.
Jackfruit.
They use jackfruit and they make it into like barbecue.
I've heard of jackfruit tacos now. But I live in Brooklyn, so.
You had that, and you liked it.
That's what that was, Jack? I didn't know what the fuck that shit was.
Yeah.
Second thing I hate about vegans? Hate. I gotta stop saying that. Dislike. It's just like when I see it, I get annoyed.
Yeah.
You know, when I see it, I get annoyed. It's, I guess it's social media based, the devil. You know? It's like when they go out to eat and they post like, oh, having this vegan meal at this vegan restaurant. It's like, yo, bro, when I go to a regular restaurant, do I tell you I'm going to like this meat restaurant to have meat? Like, no. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I'm going to this steakhouse to have a steak, though.
Yo, but like, I just show I'll post my steak. It's like, yo, this shit bomb, like, or something like that. Yeah. But like, every time you go get some food, you gotta talk about like, this is a vegan this and a vegan that. And it's like, yo, I don't care.
When they be on some like, yo, you want to kill yourself. I want to make healthy life choices and eat this way because I want to live a long time. And like, I'm making the best choices for me. And it's like.
But a lot of their stuff is processed to make it what it is.
Correct.
Like, it's loaded with sugar, salt. Soy supposedly cancerous anyway.
Backwards.
So it's like
I meant salt.
It's all processed shit. Even like the groundless, what is it, groundless beef?
Meatless meat.
The meatless whatever. That's all processed shit anyway. It's not healthy.
It's just like, yo, why you want chicken wings that aren't chicken wings?
It's just, it's fucking weird to me.
You order chicken wings like,
it's weird.
I have had like I think the cauliflower buffalo things.
I don't like them.
Was it that? I had something like that. They weren't terrible. No, I just had it because it just was there.
Like cauliflower wings, like buffalo wings.
The buffalo, because I had buffalo sauce
and that's cauliflower with buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
Like, don't sell it as nothing else.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I think I had that. It was something with buffalo sauce on it, and I was like, okay, this is decent. Yeah. It wasn't bagged because I like mad sauce. Yeah. Pause. So.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
You don't know how to pause that.
Yes, the fuck you do. So it wasn't bad, but like, I just hate the fact one thing that I dislike about when someone is vegan or works out a lot is like, bruh, that does not mean you're gonna live fucking to 100 years old. No. Like, you could drop dead just like me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you're making some healthier choices. Like, cause I believe in that. Like, I try not to fucking eat like red meat or pork all the fucking time, shit like that. I try to take breaks from eating that fucked up shit. But it's like, bro, I'm not about to go speak down on someone because they want to eat what they want to eat. Bitch, you ain't paying for my food.
I don't think you hate vegans or feminists. I think you hate like the radical vegans and
that's what it is. The extreme shit.
The extreme shit.
It's extreme.
Because if you want to be vegan, that's your business.
Yeah.
But like, don't judge me and say, oh, that's why you're gonna die. That's why you're gonna have high blood pressure. Like, I don't need to hear all that.
I don't like things that go far left.
Yeah.
Like that. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? The extremists. It's like, are we serious right now?
I saw this post a couple weeks ago. It said there be people in the world, right? There be people in the world that don't drink tap water.
Yeah.
Like, they'll go to a restaurant and get appetite and they won't drink tap water. Yeah. But at home they'll make like tap ice.
Yeah.
And it's just like this backwards mentality.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, like, why you want food that looks like something that you don't like?
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's my part with the vegans. As far as feminists goes, I think you hit it on the head. I just don't like things that go overly extreme.
Over the top.
I don't like things that go overly extreme.
I am woman. Hear me roar.
That doesn't bother me much, but like I do. Listen, I'm a father of a young girl now. I do believe like a lot of things should be equal.
Yeah.
But I know that everything isn't.
Yeah.
And that's just nature. Mm-hmm. A lot of things just can't be equal. You know what I'm saying? I do think a lot of things are wrong. Like, listen, what's her name? That's in prison in Russia, Brittany Griner. Like, not to get too political and nothing like that. I hate politics, but let's call it a spade. Like, WNBA players do not get anywhere near the same amount of money that NBA players do. Mm-hmm. But that's not ever going to be equal. It's a different game. And they're never going to get the same sort of viewers that the NBA does. But, you know, LeBron James ain't flying commercial. Yeah. You know, when he flies, he ain't getting caught with that.
Yeah.
She probably had to fly. I think she was on a commercial flight. So, you know, listen, I just don't believe that everything in this world can be equal.
Yeah. And
I'm just aware of that. Mm-hmm. You know, and when you like are so like strong about something that is obviously like, you know, in an imbalance, you got to be a realist at some point.
Yeah.
So that's my on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm necessarily like anti-feminist. My wife is very much so a feminist, which is the funny part about it. And we've had our discussions about it. Mm-hmm. I stay strong to my point. She stays strong to her. And, you know, support each other however you want. But at the end of the day, I'm going to just be honest and think with an open mind. Like, I see the world for what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually skipped over a question.
Yes, you did.
What was the simplest time in your life? We had this conversation.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about this.
I want you to talk about yours first, because I love yours.
Mine was when I was in college down in Florida at Palm Beach. It was like, bro, not a care in the world. It was living on my own, or just around a bunch of college students, living through hurricanes, and like without power for months, and literally there was nothing bothered me at all. Like, it was like I was just having a great time. Like, it was like 100 degrees every day, humid. I had no power, no AC, and like you would think like I was living like on a tropical island somewhere. Like, it was peaceful. And like I was telling you the story about like when FEMA came through to my school, which was like close. It was a walk, like a 10-minute walk from where I lived, where we were doing like the barter system to get like supplies and shit. And for me, I was just like, yo, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel no stress. Like, my mom calling me every day freaking. I'm like, yo, mom, I'm chilling. Like, I'm just, I'm here. I'm good. Yeah. I'm trading fucking FEMA packs for bags of ice. I ain't need no ice. I was getting ice, and I'm trading that shit for FEMA packs and getting all that shit. Like, and just sitting outside, literally sitting outside on the porch all day long. Go upstairs, take a shower, come back down, listen to some music on a portable radio with batteries that I had.
Yeah. How long were y'all out of power and shit?
Yo, we was out of power for like a month. Like, the longest was like a little over a month. And the other times we was out for weeks. But it was just a good experience because, like I said, I was young. I was 21, 22. Yeah. And as college kids, we just all just made the most of it. It was like, fuck it, we here.
Then you say dudes would like would surf, like so the flood waters or whatever.
Our complex had like a dip in the middle, and that shit would get flooded up. And like, I don't remember who's like a Jeep Wrangler, like the Wrangler with like the rope and a surfboard, and he was like wakeboarding through that shit.
That's
like,
crazy.
It was like crazy, funny, and it's like
no care in the world, bro.
No care in the world. Like, you hearing like all kind of shit, just like trees falling, shit banging on your windows, and it's just like, all right, whatever. I can't do nothing about it anyway. For sure. So that was like the simplest time of my life, just because like all this chaos going around me, and wasn't stressed at all, and I was just living life. And the Chinese store was open. Yo, Chinese people are going to get their money. They don't care what happens.
Dude said the Chinese restaurant was open.
I'm like, yo, I don't even know what it was getting all this food. We was probably eating expired stuff. But I'm here. I'm still here.
How they importing products?
Yo, they was cooking. They had the full menu too.
What the fuck?
And they was cooking it. It was cash only, but it was cooking it.
Yeah.
So that was my simplest time.
I guess my simplest time, man. When I was living at home, my mom's, if you know my mom, she cooks, man. And yo, being at home and knowing that Maggie was about to give me those 3 meals a day, And only thing I had to worry about was going to the park and playing ball. Especially those summer nights, man, when you just, it's 80-degree night, you could just break night at the park. You're looking for that little bit of street light just to play some one-on-one with somebody, man, and just kick it with your homies. There was nothing like that time. I didn't have a bill in sight,
No bills.
Warm meal waiting for me at the crib. I was just a kid, man.
I am fucking over it because I'm spending mad money on food every day. I am not cooking. I miss that too. I miss my mother cooking for me.
Yeah, word.
I mean, now you're married though, so at least you have that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
At least.
He cooks a lot though.
I cook a lot. I love cooking.
You like to cook.
Yeah, that's off the strength of, being raised with a woman who just was bomb in the kitchen. You know what I mean? I grew to love it just watching her.
Couldn't be me. I'm fucking tired when I get home.
Word.
Yeah.
So I like those answers. Simplest time. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready to make your debut?
My debut.
Superstar?
Debut. I've been doing this. Okay.
Come on. I gotta give you a chair back.
You don't even got to cut the camera. Come sit right here.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do something. Like, the queen has arrived.
Hey, she's back.
Stop. All right.
Producing that.
So we're going to switch gears a little bit. And we're going to get a little more, I guess, deep. I don't know. We need another word for deep. Philosophical, maybe? Yes. All right. So there was a Joe Budden clip that I shared with you.
Yes.
And it was funny because I shared it with Anthony and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Like, Anthony's going to have some good feedback and response. Yeah. And he was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I'm like, because you don't think about shit deeply. You actually had a lot of good insight. Yeah. But the direction I wanted to go with it was, how do you make the most out of your life knowing that death is inevitable?
Wait. Can I sidebar and ask him why he disliked the
Yeah,
book?
of course.
If I even remember what he was talking about. Because he was saying like...
How Kobe died that you're going to die being yourself.
Yeah, he was like saying because he worked so hard, like dedicated, hard work in the basketball gym. And then like, that's how he died. Like, when he was in the helicopter, like going down, he like... grabbed his daughter and you could tell he protected her. I'm like, bro, that's like the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
He was like that the discipline and like the way your mental has to be in order to train that hard, go so hard every single day, show up, be like one of the best players in the world.
That's one of the best. Yeah.
That you need to have a certain mind, like be in a certain headspace that when you're in a crashing plane with your child, that same strong mental state that he had throughout his entire career, he also used it to like protect his daughter.
Yeah, but that's what was dumb about it. It's
how
like,
is that dumb?
Nigga, you don't know how he was in that plane, and that, you don't know how he was in that person. You don't know how this person was in that.
You don't think based
on
how
moment.
he was as a. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch sports. But based on how he
we
was
can
as
just
a
make
player,
an assumption, but just because you train to be something, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how someone is in that. Like, you can't prepare for that moment. That's why I was like, this is dumb. Like, he's trying to sound too smart. Like, that's what I felt like. He was just trying to make a point that was just going too deep with something.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't really do that for this point. That's why I was like, this is like the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Okay.
Because like you're trying to sound smart, like you're trying to make some philosophical point, and it's just like, For me, I was like, but people were like, oh, I'm like, no, that shit was fucking stupid.
That's all I want to hear.
I thought it was great.
I took a completely different spin to it.
But put the mic.
Closer.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, death being inevitable and etc.
How do you make the most out of your life?
How do you make the most of it? Number one, I personally, and Anthony can attest to this, I'm not someone that necessarily fears death. I don't think that I can be as productive as I am with that in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
I very much so believe in living every day and your life to the fullest. And I'm gonna go about that to the day I'm done. You know, I have two beautiful kids who will live through me. You know, and I'm gonna just go about my day and really be concerned about what's in front of me. You know, as far as the clip goes, I took a very different spin with it because I looked at it from a parental point of view. I'll say this, just comparing me and Anthony, like athletically, and we're talking about Kobe, God rest his soul, but you know, Anthony was more naturally gifted athletically. I personally had to like really work to become what I became. So when Joe Budden made reference to Kobe's work ethic, I know you're not a huge sports person.
No, but I know who Kobe Bryant is.
Yeah, you know who Kobe Bryant is. But
which says something about him as a player.
But Kobe Bryant was like synonymous with work ethic.
Yeah.
He may go down as one of the hardest working athletes of all time. Like he was like known for his work ethic and his routine. And I never would compare myself to someone like that. I wasn't even a fraction of what he was. But to get where I did get career-wise, I just grinded. I had to work. Like, I think my work ethic was something I took pride in. And I will say, based on that clip, I took the point of view that sports and competition and pressure situations that came with that, stressful situations that came with that, in a way, has made me a better parent. Because anyone that's a parent, you're around kids, you know people with kids, there are going to be a lot of stressful moments.
Yeah.
And a lot of adjustments that you got to make on the fly, situations that you got to handle on the fly. Kids are kids. And I do think that my experience of being a former collegiate athlete has really helped me in handling some of those situations now that I am a parent.
Yeah.
So that's what I took from the clip and what she said. As far as what happened in the moment, I guess I agree with
We don't know. Yeah,
you
we
don't
don't
know.
So I can agree with that because as being a former athlete, yes, I don't fold under pressure. Like, you know what I mean? I can handle pressure very well. Like I can handle like when something happens to me that wasn't like say planned necessarily. Like I can handle like a curveball. You know what I'm saying? Like any of those type of things. I can deal with it because I played sports for so damn long. I handle that shit very well. So I can say yes, I can agree with that part. But it was just like the whole comparison with the Kobe. I'm just like, it didn't hit with me.
Well, I guess he was saying that he was saying in the clip that Kobe's work ethic and his career path was preparing him for something greater than sports. And that's what resonated with me because I feel like as a former, like everything that I went through as an athlete, like challenging myself, pushing myself, and everything has made me as a professional, as a parent, as a husband, like it's helped me manage.
Yeah.
So that's fine, but it was the point about preparing him for like death.
Oh, I get that.
That's what I'm like.
I get where you could be.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, because Kobe, before he passed away, was doing great things. They do want an Oscar.
Okay, well, he gave also an example of Nipsey Hussle. How Nipsey Hussle died standing for something. Like, he always made his, like, I guess, his career out of, like, standing for something. So he died in that way. And I think he made another example. I forgot who it was. But, like, so I understood. Like, when he made the other examples, it made sense, too. Like, Nipsey died standing for something, and he always stood for something. Does that make sense? Can you see that part?
No, because I don't know why he died. So... Because you making assumptions on why people like people's last moments. Like I don't. That's just not it for me.
All right, but the thing about like how do you make your life meaningful, right? Do you feel like that's something that came with age? Like I feel like for me when I was younger, I wasn't present enough, and like I didn't appreciate really anything good in my life. Like I think I was just always like in a dark place, even from when I was younger. That now, now that I'm older. Death is inevitable. It's something that I think about more. I'm a little bit more like, you know what? Things that don't bring me peace or joy, I'm just not going to fucking deal with it. I've released a lot of control over a lot of things that I know I have no control over. Yeah. I'm really focused on detaching from a lot of things and just letting things happen naturally. Do you feel like that's something that you've always had though? Or like it comes with age?
A lot of it has, a lot of aspects of it have come with age. But I feel like as far as I can look back, I've always had this mindset where it's like, I want to live, like I want to enjoy it. Yeah. You know, I found value in everything. You know, I literally did. I got this job. Oh, cool. I got this job. I'm gonna do this. I just found value in everything. And I took pride in a lot of things. You know, and I never looked at the end game. Yeah. I never looked at the end game because I never thought about it, and it's not something that really fazed me. But as far as getting older, yeah, there are things that with age, and you always hear this, but with age, there are things that you eliminate or, you know, let go in life. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that has definitely come with age. My circle's gotten smaller. There are things that I do for my health, which indirectly I am thinking about my future. Yeah. You know, but things like that have come with help. But as far as my mindset towards the notion of death or, my outlook on life.
Yeah.
I've always been like this. I feel like try to smile.
And that's lit. And I get that
energy
from you because I never seen you like not being like uplifting spirits. Like
Yeah,
you're always
yeah.
positive and like enjoying the moment.
I love supporting my people.
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all a question? Since you two know me better than anyone, I'm curious about this because y'all know my view on death and everything both of y'all do.
Yeah.
Has my point of view influenced y'all where y'all think now? Because you said you're more, you changed a little bit more recently.
Yeah.
And Kenny always says when I talk about I'm gonna die someday. I don't care, whatever.
I don't want to say like you
I'm just curious
influenced me because essentially like I believe that like unless you want to see it yourself, like it doesn't matter what people say around you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to want to change your mindset. But you definitely help reinforce things now that I'm making a shift in the way I think about it. How about you?
By nature, I mean, you're like you're my brother. Like you're my brother. Like, so me and you talk about shit. Ay, bendito. No, but seriously, like we just talk about so much shit. Like there's so many things and topics that we've covered over the years that by nature, I feel like there's a lot of things that have rubbed off on me that we've spoken of, that your point of view.
Yeah.
We disagree on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to make that public all the time, but me and him disagree on a lot. Like, for instance, one aspect of like being on this earth is that I want my name to be remembered, whatever that means to someone. I just don't want to be a person that's like forgotten in a way.
Yeah.
I guess I want to live a life that made some sort of imprint, whether it be my kids carrying my name or just me affecting enough people that like, people. I
mean, and you're on your way there because you're a coach.
True.
So I think even all your players throughout the years, you've coached a lot of teenagers. And they all think of you and miss you, I'm sure.
There's no greater satisfaction than things coming full circle.
Yeah.
Like hearing from a former player or a student athlete and them just as simple as letting me know where they are in life, positive or negative. Like the fact that they feel like they can reach out to me just to break bread, talk about things, I had a young man that had a huge job interview this week, and he was just talking to me to like calm his nerves in preparation for that. I love affecting people in that way. Yeah. Where Anthony, he's like, when you die, ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Yo,
like,
that's dark.
No, not me personally. Not me personally.
No, not you, but like in general, it's like you're dead. Why would you?
It's like, who cares? You're dead.
Yeah.
It's like I don't believe in that nonsense. So it's like for me, I'm dead. Throw me in the ground, burn my ashes, whatever you want to do. Like I'm not here no more. I don't care. It's like I don't care about trying
gross.
to. I don't care about I don't need my name to carry.
No, I'm more like on your side. Like I want to leave an impact in someone's heart. Like
no, but what I'm saying is like Kenny wants his name to live on.
But I don't think he means like in a plaque. Well, maybe he wants a plaque, but like I don't think you want a parade every year for Kenny. Like
so, Kenny is more fantasy than I am. No. I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. I'm not.
It's kind of true.
Kenny believes in like King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table kind of shit. He wants to be like a dynasty, like you know what I'm saying, like. Queen Elizabeth just died like that. House of Windsor, he wants to be the House of Amparo kind of shit. That's what he's envisioning in his head.
Yeah.
Like that, like a monarchy kind of dynasty like that.
I'm into like ancient mythology.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
so this is why when I say he's more into the fantasy with it. Where me, I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm dead. Yeah. I don't believe in afterlife. I'm an atheist. So maybe, I can't say like, you know what? I'm an atheist and then I want to know where my soul is going to go after this, and stuff. That's a contradiction. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Say I got to be stand firm on what I believe. I don't believe that there's something after this.
So you just turn into fertilizer.
I just fertilize. I become one. I become one with the earth, and I just become grass.
But long story short, for me, as much as we agree or disagree on things, I feel like we influenced each other in a lot. Over the years, it's natural. I don't necessarily like point it out, but I just feel like naturally, there's a lot of things that I've taken from you.
Yeah.
Okay, switching gears a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about compassion and empathy. So I want to start there, right?
Okay.
How empathetic do you think you are when it comes to forgiving people who've wronged you? Ooh. Like, are you the type of person to, like, for me, I feel like I'm empathetic to a fault, where like I kind of borderline psychoanalyze people to a point where it's like, oh, well, I get why they said or did this to me because they had a fucked up childhood. So you know what? I'm going to still be supportive. I'm going to help. I'm going to teach. I'm going to heal. Like, I'm going to be there for them. For me, though, it's like, where do you draw the line between like being forgiving and like not letting people play with you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop playing with me.
Oh, that's good because, I mean, shit, if you walk like a duck,
yeah,
you know, talk like a duck.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a duck. I am like I can notoriously like hold a grudge.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not something. It doesn't happen often, but if I don't fuck with somebody no more, I just probably don't fuck with them like
even
that
if they like come back super apologetic.
I can be open-minded. And I have been in years. I have been very open-minded to, okay, cool, right? But I just believe that people show their face, that people are who they are. And eventually, I just witnessed that people make the same mistake or it's the same situation or it comes back full circle and it's like, you're not changing. Yeah. You are who you are. And it goes back to that whole, like, sometimes you just got to shorten your circle. And I'm too old for that now. Like, my father, my husband, and it's just like, at some point, you can't give another grown-ass man, or anyone in general, too many do-overs, you know? And I could hold a grudge if I want to. I promise you, I could hold a grudge if I want to. But it also depends on the situation. There's some things that I know, and this comes with growth, that some people can't control. Like, I speak about this because, and it's always been on my mind, and me and her have talked about it. But my wife, like, in being a father and being there through that, I took extreme pride in being there for her through pregnancy. Yeah. The pandemic obviously gave me free time that I never would have had, and both of our kids were essentially in that window of the pandemic. There was no time for anything besides sex. Nah, I'm joking. Well, yeah. Yeah, essentially. But anyway, I learned a lot about women and how the body can change mentally, physically, and hormonally. And I saw her transitions. I helped her deal with transitions. Sometimes I didn't understand them, but I always tried to grow from them. Yeah. And I knew that there were some things that she couldn't control, you know? And we worked through them. You know, we worked through them. And there's where I learned as an older man and now a father to try and show empathy, because I'm not perfect. Yeah. And I had my moments, you know, where I could have reacted or acted better. But that's a situation where I feel I saw growth and could have been more empathetic. But fuckboy shit or things that, like, you know, we're adults. We're adults. Yeah. Like, that's not a pass in this stage of life. I may cut you off. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, man. Because now my mindset is just shifting on that now. Like, I spoke to my therapist today. I love my therapist. I talk about her every episode.
I know. You was mad that you missed a couple
3 weeks. I would like shaded her a little bit for it, but we're good now. Yeah. But I was talking to her about certain things, and she was like, yo, I see the shift in you. Yeah. And that shift right there, like, I can tell that's part of your healing. Yeah. Letting it go. Like, I had such a control, like, no, you have to be different. Like, can't you just see, like, I'm worth you being different or changing or not speaking to me that way? And it's like, no, like, sometimes you just gotta not be in the director's chair anymore and just be like, yo, I'm good.
Yo, I'm good. 2 things, and I'm glad you brought that up. First, I'll say that my wife also benefited from therapy. Yeah. I've personally never been I'm like him, like, I'm just like, whatever, I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? But for her, it worked, and I saw it work. So I was very supportive of that. I thought that it was a great thing for her. Yeah. But no secret, I'm a fan of the show. Like, again, I support my people. Yeah. You know, I listen to every goddamn episode. Oh, thanks. It matters to me. Yeah. It matters to me to support my brother, like, and yourself. I've known you for years at this point. You know, I think you're great at this, but I did notice a change in you, and I think that where that change happened is where you started expressing yourself more. And it seems like it's more because of what you've been getting from therapy.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that in episodes, at one point it was just like, yo, she's like very open now. You just talking.
Yeah.
Almost to a point where like you're putting yourself out there.
A lot.
Yeah.
Too much sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, I need to reel this back in.
Yo.
Yeah.
It was one episode I was watching. I can't remember which one.
It wasn't that Bella Anderson.
No. I just love that.
Open.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, yo, she good? Like she coming out. Like she talking. But it was like, yo, like you was really, it felt like it was helpful to you.
Oh yeah.
To get that shit off your chest.
This is my therapy too. Like more therapy for me.
Yo.
I need to get my shit off.
You gotta get your shit off your chest.
Yeah.
I can't bottle things up.
No, me either.
I become not a good person.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I gotta talk.
Yeah.
I gotta talk. As
yeah. But yeah, that was it. That's all I had. Any last thoughts? You were just completely rude this entire time. I was engaging with y'all and you on the phone.
No, y'all had a great conversation. I didn't want to interrupt that shit.
You did exactly what you didn't want her to do.
Right.
No, but this is what I do all the time. I just wanted her to speak. Remember, stay away from people who bring out the person you're not trying to be anymore.
Yeah, facts.
Stay away from the person that you're not trying to be anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
had to look for it. Sorry.
You looked for that quote?
Yeah, because I saw it and I was holding it and y'all were talking. And I wanted to end with that.
Can I shout out one person?
Of course.
I don't know this woman at all. Again, I watch the show a lot.
Okay.
But there was one episode that resonated with me super crazy, and I just want to give her flowers. Cynthia,
yeah.
Cynthia, this cancer survivor.
Yeah.
Her story, especially when she was talking about how she sat down and spoke to her daughter.
Yeah.
As someone whose mother is a cancer survivor, and listening to that episode and her story, I just wanted to say much respect to you and God bless, man.
Give her some gunshots. I gotta let her know that she was shut it up.
Not too much.
No, Jeezy.
Right.
Word. I remember that time.
What time? With Cynthia?
With Kenny.
Oh, with Kenny. Yeah.
His mom's.
Yo, he was a voice or someone I could speak to.
Yeah.
And there's many reasons why we have the connection that we have.
That was like the first year of our friendship.
Really?
That was early in our friendship.
Oh wow.
In that range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That episode, I love a lot of y'all guests. People be mad funny. Mad funny.
I love having guests.
But that one has always stood out for me. Especially the story of how she sat her daughter down and let her know. Because I vividly to this day remember when my mom was like, yo, I got to tell you something.
Maybe you'll come back and tell us a story one day.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I ain't got to speak on that. You already know it.
Just ruin the cliffhanger.
Ruin the whole cliffhanger.
You already know.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, thank you for coming.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for talking with us. And we'll be back next week. Take us out.
Which one out? Biggie?
No, Monica. Come on, we go out to Monica.
Yeah, it is.